Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the tutorial to my 8 of diamonds effect.
The great woo, the great woo ding, the great woo ding's gonna do a thing.
So I had a fight with a Sharpie and I lost. Yes, I had a long evening. I thought, should I practice this and film it in a week, or should I just go for it and see how many takes it takes? And well, it took quite a few takes. Anyway, from those takes, let me now share my wisdom with you. I'm going to take you through how the trick is done briefly, concisely, hopefully, and then I'll ramble a bit and talk you through some of the things, the additional things that I use, more gimmicks, to make the trick even easier. So, here we go. Here's what you need. You need a pack of cards, you need a duplicate 8 of diamonds, and you need a double backer. And here's the setup. So, shuffle pack your duplicate 8 of diamonds, pre-drawn in that style-y. Nothing on the back, goes second from the top, and on top of it is a double backer. You could stick 2 cards face to face to create one of these, or you can buy these double backed cards. So your drawn 8 of diamonds second, your double backer on top. The other normal 8 of diamonds, nothing drawn on it at all, is somewhere in the pack. There it is. Okay, and nothing on that, and that's in the middle of the pack. So here's how it's done. To start with, you shuffle in any way you like that retains that order that I've just said. Okay, we don't care about where the other 8 of diamonds gets in the middle of the pack, but we do care about the double backer and drawn 8 of diamonds being first and second. So you can do, I think the shuffle I did was I slid off a portion, then gripped it here whilst genuinely shuffling. This is the kind of exposed view, genuinely shuffling the rest, still holding this here, shuffling all the way, and then at the very last point putting what was the top back on top. So hopefully from this angle it just looks like a normal shuffle, he says as he does it wrong. You know, there's no way of seeing it from that angle. I think I've done that right. Aha, great. Or you could do, again, push off top section, then maybe slide 1 card in jogged, then shuffle the rest on top and make it a bit messy. So you have an excuse at the end to square up. The card you in jogged will be sticking out. So simply press on the in jogged card with your thumb, press up, getting the break. So you've got the break above what was the top, and then shuffle to the break it off at the break, and put what was the top back on top. So there's 2 very similar ways of maintaining the top stock. Well, top stock 2 cards. Another way I like is this shuffle, and just making sure that the last drops from the right hand. So another one for free, why not? There you go. So that's your setup. They can't shuffle it. I don't know if I said that in the video. I might have said you could shuffle it. Sorry, you can't. You've got to shuffle it as the magician, maintaining those top 2 cards. I'm already rambling. Okay, that's those 2 top cards. Right, then you go through finding the 8 of diamonds. Use the pattern I use something different. It's unique, blah-de-blah-de-blah. You place it on top, which is on top of your double backer. They don't know that. place it on top, like so. Then you draw, you draw your 8, making sure your lid was on your Sharpie nicely. Draw your 8 on the back, like so. Then perhaps the hardest move, now you do a triple lift. Don't get worried by that, I've got some advice, but you do a triple lift and that turns over the card that you just drew on, the double backer and this one. They're the 3 cards that are involved in said triple lift. There we go. Now, it could finish there, or if you like, you can, I did in the video, I pushed off to show that actually this wasn't happening. So I'll show you the way I did that in a minute, but just be aware that if you are taking that off to show, you've got that right underneath. So beware, maybe just end the trick there, or be very careful of how you take that top card off so you don't show that. Okay, that was the quick rundown. Hopefully that's enough information for you. If not, I'll now say some more stuff. So 2 additions that I put in, one to make it, for me, easier, and a second to make it more convincing. So the first extra gimmick I use to make it easier for me is a thick card. So the setup is thus: a double backer as before, the pre-drawn card as before, the third card is a thick card. So this is 3 playing cards stuck together with a glue stick. That's all it is. And that just makes it, what do you know, 3 times as thick. The reason for that is when I do the triple lift, I will naturally stop at this card. I don't know the science behind it, but you do. You naturally stop at the thick card. So let me run through it again. I'll use this one. We'll pretend it's not got that on it, but we've been through all the rigmarole. We've found the card. We've put it on top. We've drawn the 8. We go up the side of the pack, feeling for the thick card. There it is, lovely jubbly. There you go. Hopefully that will make it easier. It made it easier for me. Hopefully it'll make it easier for you. A thick card, third from the top. The other thing I added to make it more convincing is this. So when we're in that position at the end, we've drawn the 8 on, we do the triple lift, and we spread and show that, well, that the other 8 isn't there. Of course it isn't there. It's this one. That's what we want the spectators to think, don't we? We have magicked it. But of course it is, it's hidden. That other 8 is third from the top, and I hide it with roughing balm. So let me tell you how. So let's go back to the start. That's there, and that is there. Right, exactly the same setup. However, I have put some roughing balm on the double backer that's on top. So there's the double backer on top, and I have, when I go to overhand shuffle that way, there is rough on this top edge, if you will, or that side. Ooh, it gets confusing. Let's have it landscape, and I'm going to say top edge. This top edge has roughing balm on it. This bottom does not. Okay? And you go through the trick exactly the same way. Shuffly, shuffly, shuffle, actually maintaining the same order of the top few cards. The rough is still there. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. Probably not. Got to be more careful in the real world though. I can see it with my own eyes. Whether or not the camera can, don't know. So there you go. The rough is there. So you would go through the pack as before, finding the 8 of diamonds. There it is. Making sure to turn the pack over in such a way that you know that the rough is still on this side, not that side, this side. Then I displayed it like this in the performance. So what you know, this card is hiding the rough. So if anyone could see it, they can't because I'm holding the card over it. Then when I put it on top, it is now on top of the ruff, which is on this side. You draw the 8, perform the triple lift with the aid with the aid of the thick card. And now when we spread, pushing off anywhere on this side, the card will be hidden because of the ruff there. I didn't press hard enough. There we go. Yeah, I hope that was in shot. Let's do that one more time. So you draw the 8, you do your triple lift, and you can push off and show that there's nothing going on behind. You don't need to make a big deal of that. Don't go, look, all the cards. Don't do that. But just if there's a magician watching, you can casually do that, and they're like, what? What? I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, that's how I did it. Double backer, duplicate card, thick card, bit of roughing bar. Oh, I confused myself. Don't know where I've put my bell. Hang on a second. Oh, it's right there. I am Mark Wooding, or the Great Woo.
The Great Woo, the Great Woo Ding, the Great Woo Ding just did a thing.